Let's now turn to Abuja. We return to Abuja, where workers in the aviation sector have staged a peaceful protest against anti-labor clauses in new aviation bills awaiting the assent of President Muhammadu Buhari. They have now issued a 2-week ultimatum to the government for the removal of the controversial clauses they say will take away their right to unionism. And TVC's Joke Adisa joins me now for more on this. Joke, this is another protest, not a strike action yet, but at least a protest. Talk to us about this, and then some of the clauses that are a source of concern for the aviation union.
Thank you, Precious. This particular clauses that the workers are agitating against has to do with the fact that the government has designated the aviation sector as a very critical sector, essential services provider. And so its goal is to end all forms of strike and protest. And the union workers, as the unionists are saying, that will not work. That once they take that away from them, unionism is ended. And that what it means is that the governments can do and undo. And for them, what the proposed law is trying to say is that the power to apprehend strike will be taken from the Ministry of Labor and given to the Minister of Aviation, who now controls the entire sector, including activities of the workers. And they have said it will not work, but that is like taking away their voices, it's like taking away their rights as workers. And they have struggled over the years to ensure that they are where they are. We remember May Day, the very first Workers' Day celebration. And so it took some people to even sacrifice their lives. And so they said they will not take this latest approach by the government to whittle down unionism. So that is where we are. But for them, what they're even accusing the government of doing is the fact that this particular clause, was more good into the bill. They have gone for the public hearing before the two chambers of the National Assembly, and they have also given their own inputs into these bills. But they are surprised to now hear from the back door that this is what government intends to do. And so they are telling government that they are aware and that they will not accept it. Now, the climax will be at the declaration of a nationwide strike in the next 2 weeks, if the alleged anti-labor clauses are not removed.
And I don't know how government is planning to resolve that, bearing in mind that ASU is also on strike, and you really don't want several key sectors, of the economy to be on strike. But let me ask you about the state or the condition. I don't know if you have been to the airports. What toll is this taking on travelers? Do we still have people who are able to travel, or do we have a situation where air travelers are now stranded?
Yes, the strike has not really commenced. What they have done today is to hold a nationwide rally, and the Abuja International Airport was also not excluded. So, but of course, what they did today did affect some passengers. We saw the traffic, we saw a whole lot of traffic. Some passengers who were even in a hurry were stopped from even going ahead. We saw them from the General Aviation Terminal through the through the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, the arrival and the departure sector, all through to the toll gate. Even attempts by the army officials, the soldiers on ground, to stop them was rebuffed. They were so strong-headed and said they would go ahead. So they passed through this and protested. They even disrupted vehicular activities. So they said it is for every Nigerian, every citizen to feel the pulse, to feel what they are feeling, to register their displeasure, so that even the government can get their message clean and clear. They are not ready to back down. They will continue, and that the climax, like I've said, will be in the next 2 weeks if government fails to expunge those controversial clauses from these bills.
And Joke, I know you have eyes and ears on this development. Bring us updates as you get them. Our correspondent, Joke Adisa, live for us in Abuja.